Hey everyone, and welcome to Aaron's Dollhouse. So guys, we are finally here. We are finally here. We are at the brand new house. We are officially moved in, still obviously in the process of packing and everything. And as you can see, I've been semi working on the shelves for my doll room, obviously. We're far from complete. But yes, it has been quite the journey. Lots of stress, lots of chaos. But we are finally here, and I finally have a doll room, which is really exciting. So don't worry. If you're wondering, there will be a doll tour video coming once I've got everything finished and I have the time. Still a lot going on right now. Um, but yeah, so it's very exciting that we've gotten to this point. I'm very appreciative of all of the comments and interactions and just I love you guys and I'm really happy to have you. So other than that, let's talk about today's video. So today we are going to be reviewing unboxing and reviewing the Disney Princess and Me live action Cinderella doll. So that is this girly right here. And she is absolutely lovely. She's very big. um, but for those who don't know, Disney Princess and Me. So this is actually a doll line that was discontinued. So yeah, this doll line was basically kind of like Disney's attempt at making like their own version of like American Girl dolls. Um, Very interesting, but yeah. So they're like height wise and body wise similar. Like they're the same height as an American Girl doll. Their bodies, however, are slightly more smaller and a little bit more petite than an American Girl doll. But yeah, so basically, they ended up coming out with this line. So this line came out in 2010 and lasted till around, I want to say 2017. So it was around for a while, about 6 or 7 years. But yeah, and when the live action Cinderella movie came out in 2015, they ended up coming out with this Lily James Cinderella adaptation from the doll line. I actually didn't even know that this doll even existed. I just like randomly found her. So yeah, pretty exciting find because if you don't know me, one of my favorite live action Disney adaptations is the live action Cinderella film. I think they did a really good job with it. I think the casting was phenomenal. I think everything about the movie was just absolutely beautiful. Very gorgeous. So yeah, I pretty much try to get my hands on as many Lily James inspired dolls that I can from the movie. So yeah, that's what this review is going to be today. But this, I was gonna say, this very interesting doll line though, like I said, it was Disney's like attempt to be like kind of like American Girl. So like they had multiple dolls of like different princesses. They had outfit packs. They had like two furniture pieces, like a wardrobe and a bed set. So yeah, it was very, very interesting. But unfortunately, the line just it didn't it didn't do well towards the end there. The quality kind of just started going downhill, and it just kind of is what it is. But the first doll specifically in the line was actually Rapunzel because the line actually dropped when the movie Tangled came out. So they came out with the Rapunzel doll first and then came out with the rest of the princesses after her. But yeah, so very interesting. A little bit of history there for you, kind of talking about this specific line, just so you know at least what type of doll this is. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's get her out of the box and let's take a look at her. And yeah, I'm very excited because she is very cute and very pretty. So yeah. All right, and here she is. She is absolutely gorgeous. She's like, oh my gosh, she's the cutest little thing. Um, so yeah, I was gonna say, just for clarification, she does not come with a stand. The stand that I got was actually from a eBay seller that makes stands for American Girl dolls, like saddle stands. So yeah, that's what she's on right now. Um, but yeah, I was gonna say, let's take a look at her. She is so pretty. So as you can see, she has this beautiful braid that is on the top of her head, done so nicely with like this iridescent thread kind of like woven through it. I love the way they did that. And then her hair, you can see, is parted down the middle. She does have these beautiful bouncy curls that are very nicely styled. Her box hair honestly wasn't horrible, not the worst that I've dealt with. And yeah, I was able to kind of just like zhuzh up her curls a little bit and, you know, get her going. But I think she looks absolutely gorgeous. She does have beautiful brown inset eyes with painted on eyelashes, and then a soft pink lip. And then she does have these cute little stud earrings that are silver. And then making our way down to the bodice, you can see that we've got this beautiful like iridescent fabric that goes around the top and then like lays on her shoulder. And then we have these tiny little like fabric butterflies that are different colors. Very cute. Obviously very reminiscent of like her dress from the movie. Sorry, there was like a random hair hanging out there. And then we have just this kind of like, it's like a lighter blue for the bodice. And then we have this iridescent material that lines all the way down on both sides and then goes all the way around. And then for the skirt, we do have these little spots of glitter that are all throughout. These are done very nicely. Adds a nice little pop of sparkle. And then we have some more of these like fabric butterflies that are like right here. I think, yeah, there's only the 4 right here. So unfortunately they don't continue all the way around the back, but it is what it is. This material on top is a blue iridescent material, which you can see it kind of like changes colors in the light. And then underneath there is a petticoat. And then underneath that, you can see here, she does have little blue fabric shoes. For all these dolls, they were doing like fabric shoes. Unfortunately, they didn't figure out a way to be able to like do her glass slippers, which I think is a shame, but you know, it is what it is. But I think she's still very cute. And now we can kind of see like the top of her head along with her rooted hair. And yeah, like I said, the box hair, not horrible. Really not the worst that I've dealt with. The curls pretty much held up pretty well. So I'm very happy with that. I like the way that they look. I just love when dolls have like these big bouncy curls. It's so cute. But yeah, and she has, I was gonna say, her hair is not very long because it wasn't really in the movie, but I love the way that it's like curled here. Unfortunately, I will say this will not stay shut, but it's okay, it's in the back, so. But yeah, you can see though that all of the material from the front does continue to the back, so it is the same material all the way around. That does include the petticoat as well. And the little glitter sparkles that they did, like the dots of glitter, do continue all the way to the back as well, which is great. So I'm glad at least that continues to the back. I would have loved to have seen the butterflies continue to the back, but I get why, they might not have done that. This was technically a Playline doll, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. But again, just in general, she's an absolutely gorgeous doll. I really like her. I just love the way that she looks. Like, usually these style of dolls I'm not the biggest fan of, but I think that they just did the face really nice. Like, it's very sweet, very innocent, and I think she's very, very pretty, and I'm happy to have her in my collection. So, yeah. Um, and it's just, again, like I said, never knew she existed. But I was like, hey, since I found her, I was like, I'm gonna get her. And here she is, just looking absolutely gorgeous. But hey, that is pretty much it for this review and this unboxing. Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys are definitely gonna have to let me know what you think about her in the comments. I think she's so, so cute, so gorgeous. And if any of you guys actually had like any dolls from this specific line, the Disney Princess and Me line, definitely share about that as well. If you have any more insight about the line, like I have very limited knowledge about it. Because again, it existed very briefly, I feel. I believe my sister might have I'm pretty sure my sister had the Rapunzel from the line, but that was the only one that she had. But yeah, I think it was such a cute line, and it's such a shame that it got canceled. But I guess it is what it is now, considering Disney actually does have official American Girl dolls. So yeah. But again, so happy to finally be back and finally making full-length videos again. And as you can see, like I said, the doll room is already starting to take place, so more fun videos in the future, and that room tour and everything. But yeah. And oh, I was gonna say, also stay tuned for my next video. I just got her in the mail today, but if you're a Monster High collector, the welcoming committee Frankie Stein. I don't know, I had to think about that. But she is Monsters High first official Pride doll. So yay, exciting. But other than that, that is pretty much it. You guys have a great rest of your night. Bye.